this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Hey, everybody. The official Big Bang Theory podcast is back, covering seasons 3 and 4 of the show. Each week, host Jessica Radloff speaks with crew and cast members like Kunal Nair, Mayim Bialik, and Kevin Sussman. Hear about the Easter eggs you may have missed, behind-the-scenes stories, and how certain real-life relationships shaped some of the most memorable storylines. Watch the official Big Bang Theory podcast on HBO Max or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, and welcome to the Short Stuff. I'm Josh, and there's Chuck, and Jerry's here sitting in for Dave, so it's Short Stuff.
And now, Chupacabra.
That's right.
Is that okay?
That was gold.
All right, good.
I asked Chuck said that before we were recording. I was like, can you please say that on this episode? It was just that great.
It's better than saying goat sucker, because that sounds like a very nasty thing that you would call somebody.
But that's the literal translation of Chupacabra. Chupar means to suck, hence why they call them Chupa Chups, I just realized. And cabra means goat, not cobra like you would think. It means goat. So Chupacabra means goat sucker, not cobra sucker.
That's right. And if you're already frustrated a minute and a half in because you don't know what these words mean, we are talking about the probably urban legend of the cryptid, which is an animal that doesn't exist, but has a great legend around it, of the Here I go. The Chupacabra, a.k.a. the goat sucker.
Yeah. There's a reason that they call it a goat sucker, too, and it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, one of the telltale signs of the Chupacabra, if they have come by your farm in the middle of the night, is you will wake up to dead farm animals that have been drained of their blood. Usually
with puncture wounds in their neck.
That's
and
right.
Often there's a lot of them, and some Chupacabra sightings or attacks, I guess. Hundreds of different animals around a farm, sometimes domestic pets, sometimes wild animals in the area, are found dead all at once. The thing is, this Chupacabra, which is a cryptid, we should say, no one's ever actually seen one, and all of the sightings and evidence that has been collected can be easily explained away by science. It's not that big. And from what I can tell, people seem to believe there's just one. Did you get that impression? Like there's a Chupacabra, like there's a Loch Ness monster. Not that Chupacabras are a different species or race of something to where there's multiple ones. That's the impression that I have.
I'm not sure I got that impression, but I'm not sure that I'm right about that impression.
Can't you just say, yeah, Josh, you're right. Way to go.
Is that just so hard for me?
Yeah.
Well, should we describe what this thing looks like since you brought that up?
Yeah, because imagine what we're about to talk about, killing 100 goats the way that we said they do in a night.
Yeah. I've seen as short as 3 feet tall, but generally about 4.5 to 5.5 feet tall. Mm-hmm. Oval-shaped head, glowing eyes, like sort of alien-shaped eyes, which, put a pin in that because that'll come back. Long, sharp spines, usually from the back of its head down to the tailbone. A strong, stinky odor. A lot of people say it is sort of like a sulfur smell. Some people say it doesn't smell at all. And then the skin can either be like lizardy or like a frog's, or it can be what's been described as like a fuzzy lizard with like little prickly hairs and scales.
Fuzzy wuzzy wizard.
But here's a key. Walks on 2 legs for the most part, which is one of the creepy parts.
Yeah. Yes. So do you want to take a break now and come back and talk about this? Like what people think it is or the origin of it or what?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This is not scripted, everybody. Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well-designed, and they can be well-designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating, we're talking about grills, we're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality, and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hey everybody, when you're at work, you never know when you're going to get interrupted, like when an office fire drill happens right in the middle of your presentation, or maybe construction is going on just outside your window. But with the Dell Pro laptop powered by Intel Core Ultra with vPro, no matter how many interruptions you have, your laptop won't be one of them.
Yeah, with a battery that's optimized for the way you work and built-in intelligence that quiets distractions the moment you're trying to focus, your tech won't slow you down, even when you're getting bounced from an office you forgot to reserve. The Dell Pro, built for those who stay in the flow. Find technology built the way you work at Dell.com/Dell-Pro. Built for you.
All right, take two.
Oh, wait. We're just going to start from the beginning. You have to take it with, and now Chupacabra again.
Okay. And now, part two of Chupacabra.
Very nice.
So you talked about the origins. I've seen mentions of this all the way back to the 1950s in Arizona. It seems like it really picked up steam in the 90s, as probably as the internet picked up steam. And it looks like Puerto Rico, even though it's been found in a lot of countries, supposedly, mainly in South America, but there's a lot of stories from Puerto Rico, and may have even originated, as at least the modern online version, from a woman named Madeline Tolentino in San Juan in 1995.
Yeah, apparently her description kind of set the tone for the basis, I guess.
For the tone?
Of other descriptions and sightings to come.
That's right.
Very similar to Betty and Barney Hill. She was the Betty and Barney Hill of Chupacabra sightings.
That's right. She was both of them.
So, Puerto Rico is a hotspot of Chupacabra sightings. Apparently, in just 1 year, in one area alone, there was several hundred livestock fatalities that were attributed to the Chupacabra. And I mean, in just this one town, just hundreds of livestock dying in 1 year alone is very bizarre and strange. So you can kind of guess that if everybody's aware of the Chupacabra already, they might be like, I think this is the Chupacabra at work.
Yeah, for sure. If you've been online and you've seen pictures of like Chupacabra washed up on the beach, there are quite a few of those, and most of them have been thoroughly debunked and proven to be, it's usually like a dog with mange who had rotted such that their skin receded and it ended up looking really, really weird. Those aren't Chupacabra. In fact, there are no Chupacabra. But there have been some sightings in the past couple of years that I did look up on YouTube that aren't compelling, that like where I was like, oh my God, it's totally real. But it was enough to where I was like, what in the world is that?
Yes. In particular, there's one from 2022 where the Amarillo Zoo in Texas found an image or like a short snippet of some creature inside its perimeter fence at like 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, walking around. And it looks very much like a werewolf, if you ask me. It's got the big, massive like back and shoulders with its head, with like up around its ears, essentially. It's the way it's holding its arms and fingers make it. It looks a lot to me like somebody was dressed up like a werewolf and got into the Amarillo Zoo on purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But it's been chalked up as a Chupacabra sighting.
That's right. There was another one from 2023 in Bolivia. And this one also coincided with a bunch of livestock death, supposedly drained of their blood. This is drone footage, so it's much higher, but it's near Oru City, and you definitely see like a shadowy figure kind of moving through the field. And I mean, it's hard. It's not as kind of clearly werewolfy looking as the other one. But again, it was just another recent thing. And, both of these could be people screwing around with people. And
could be.
Dressing up like what they think a chupacabra looks like.
Exactly. So, I mean, Chupacabra, it's a fairly recent phenomenon. I mean, the 90s really are when it started to take off, and definitely its heyday, but it has found itself cemented into popular culture, not just in Latin America, but in the southwestern United States, too. There's been sightings, apparently, in everywhere from Arizona to New Mexico, all over the southwestern United States over the years. And apparently the earliest newspaper account of it dates back to the 50s in Arizona, which I found very interesting.
Yeah, that's right. And I said to put a pin in the fact that some people say they have glowing alien-like eyes. Mm-hmm. That's because some people think, there are, of course, theories on what could be going on here. Some people do think that it's a visitor from outer space, or maybe a pet from a visitor from outer space, like E.T. was left behind. Just like this chupacabra was, or that it is like NASA was breeding like alien things with human things, and this was one of those that got out supposedly.
Sure, as they do. There's a veterinarian who believes that it was a genetically modified vampire bat, because don't remember, it supposedly is a bloodsucker, a goat sucker in particular. I believe because of the fact that this was biggest in the 90s, I think that whole Left Behind alien pet it was folklore directly influenced by Porno for Pyros. 100%.
Oh, from the pet song?
Yeah, from We'll Make Great Pets.
Mm-hmm. I love that song.
Yeah, it's a great song, but I guarantee somebody added that to the folklore from that song.
Oh, so it was a future human that was kept as a pet?
No, just the concept that aliens even have pets.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm linking the two.
I gotcha.
Could have been a future human. That's the thing. Everybody's just throwing anything that can stick at the wall at the whole chupacabra phenomenon. Again, it's fairly recent enough that it hasn't taken full solid shape still, it seems like to me. You can say, it's a genetically modified vampire bat or whatever. The best explanation I've seen, you kind of already touched on, about carcasses washed up on the beach being dogs having mange. Coyotes get mange too, and coyotes tend to kill livestock.
Walk around on two legs?
If they're from the circus, yes.
Yeah.
The telltale sign to me, though, is that part of mange is the hair on the back between the shoulders usually remains patchy.
The spikes.
It's a patch of hair. Yes, hence the spikes of spines down, the spine. And the fact that they lose their hair, so they look really weird. And apparently just about every single carcass that's ever turned up and has been attributed or chalked up as chupacabra, any autopsies revealed it's an animal with mange.
Well done, my friend.
Thank you. Well done to you too, Charles.
I just want to say one more thing. I had tickets to see that Porno for Pyros reunion tour last year.
You were one of 10.
Got canceled.
Yeah, because they couldn't sell enough tickets, right?
That's what I heard.
That's really surprising.
Yeah, but Jane's Addiction is on tour again, and I love those guys. I just want to publicly give credit to Casey Nicoli for her work. And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
who was erased from their
history, basically.
Mm-hmm. Great call out.
Yeah, go read up about that because she's talking about it now, and it's not cool at all.
I also want to give a shout out if this kind of stuff is up your alley or floats your boat or floats your alley or whatever. Go check out this site, The Anomalist. It's an aggregator of different weird stories, including cryptids and UFOs and all that stuff from around the internet. It's great. Check out The Anomalist.
Fun.
Yeah. Since Chuck said fun, that means Short Stuff Friends is out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.